Welcome back to the All In channel. In this video, I'll give you my 1 month ownership review of the BYD Sealion 7. Over this time, I've done approximately 1,450 kilometers. I also live rurally, so most of my driving is open road. Now the car is telling me that my cumulative average energy consumption is approximately 18.9 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Also during this time I've been driving 100% in eco mode, and I haven't taken any long trips. The reason being is BYD advises in the user manual that the first 2,000 kilometers of the car's life you should drive in the vehicle, and they explicitly state using eco mode. So I've done that, and I'm about 500 kilometers shy of that mark, so we'll try and get relatively close to that before we go on any long trips. Really looking forward to taking an extended trip in the car. So far it's proved incredibly comfortable and roomy and light. It's probably the biggest things. Plenty of room in the back, plenty of room in the front, and the boot, well, I haven't done any long trips yet, so I can't verify what loading that up is like, but it's about 500 litres, so not expecting too many problems there. Other things of note, probably the biggest benefit of any EV really is I no longer have to visit a petrol station. Now those are notoriously dirty places, especially when it comes to pumping the fuel, so I don't miss that one bit. Also don't miss queuing up at my regular petrol station to get served. There's no automation there, so in order to buy fuel I have to go into the shop, queue up, sometimes wait for them to finish making coffee for other patrons. It's just kind of becoming more and more common over the years. But yeah, overall the vehicle's been good to drive. No issues with any of the software. The software's fine, it's more than enough for me, and responsive, and it's been pretty good charging. No issues there. Just been using the 8 amp granny charger. Have no issues with that. I work from home, so charging is nice and easy. When I get home, just pop it on and I'm done. So in terms of other news, I mentioned I currently use an 8 amp granny charger. Now at my house the highest rated outlets are 10 amp, so I went out and bought a 10 amp portable granny charger. Now that can also be dropped to 8 and 6 amp, so typically if I'm using it overnight I'll drop it back to 8 amp just to reduce the load a little bit, but during the day when I'm at home, I can keep an eye on the charger and keep it pumped at 10 amp. So at 10 amp I get approximately 1.8 kilowatts, whereas at 8 amp I'm getting approximately 1.4, so there's about a 20% increase in charging speed there, so I think that's been well worth the investment. At this stage I'm not looking at putting in a wall charger. This is a bit of a lack of experienced electricians in my neck of the woods, and for the outlay I'm more than happy with plugging in to an outlet. The other thing I went out and purchased was a Type 2 to Type 2 EV charging cable, and that's a 22 kilowatt variety. So I understand this vehicle will manage up to 11 kilowatt on AC, but that's fine. I thought I would future-proof myself by buying the highest spec cable I could get, and I'll use that cable when I make the odd trip into the town, which is approximately 2 hours away where I work from time to time. So looking forward to giving that a use when that time arrives, and obviously while I'm in that break-in period, it won't be until I've reached approximately that 2,000 kilometer mark. I purchased those cables, both of those cables, from Smart EV Chargers New Zealand. Otherwise, yep, comfortable vehicle to drive. Software, no dramas. And waiting for an over-the-year update. Apparently there is an update being released at the moment but I'm still waiting to get that pushed out to me, so we'll see what that brings. That's pretty much it for this video. In my next video I will have passed that 2,000 kilometer mark, so I will expect to have been on a long trip by then, and I'll also have been able to test out some of the faster charging points in the country. So I will have used my 22 kilowatt AC EV charging cable, and I expect I'll also have been able to test out some public DC chargers. For what it's worth, my nearest public DC charger is approximately half an hour away, and it has a maximum speed of 50 kilowatts, so nothing crazy there on that speed, but it will be nice to have finally tested out the DC charging speeds on this vehicle, so looking forward to that. That's pretty much it from me. I'll see you next time.